What's the most embarrassing thing you've done for a man who didn't even care about you? And how did that moment finally change your life? It took me 2 divorces to realize it. I'm not talking about being more careful on dating apps, or waiting longer before sleeping with someone, or making a checklist of red flags to watch for. I'm talking about something I finally understood at 1:34 a.m. on a Thursday. Parked outside his apartment, engine off, watching his window like some kind of crazy person. He hadn't texted back in 6 hours. We'd been dating for 4 months, and here I was, a 38-year-old woman with a successful career, stalking a man who couldn't even send a goodnight text. This wasn't the first time. Before him, there was David, charming, intense, made me feel like I was the only woman in the world, until he disappeared for days without explanation. Before David, there was Marcus, the one who said all the right things but could never commit. 2 years of almost that ended with him marrying someone else 3 months after we broke up. Here's what I couldn't admit to anyone. Not my friends, not my therapist, not even myself. The good guys bored me. The stable, kind, emotionally available men. I felt nothing. But give me a man who runs hot and cold, who keeps me guessing, who makes me work for his attention. That felt like passion, like real connection, like love, except it wasn't love. It was anxiety dressed up as butterflies. I have a master's degree. I run a team of 12 people. My friends come to me for advice because I'm the logical one. And yet there I was at 1 a.m. Googling, why am I attracted to emotionally unavailable men, while sitting in my car like a teenager. I had tried to fix this for years, made lists of green flag, promised myself I'd leave at the first red flag, told my friends to hold me accountable. It never worked, because by the time I saw the red flags, I was already hooked, already making excuses, already believing this one was different. Therapy helped me understand my pattern, but understanding didn't stop me from repeating them. Dating coaches told me to raise my standards, as if I didn't already know I deserve better. Every podcast said the same thing. You attract what you are, work on yourself. But I had worked on myself. I was exhausted from working on myself. Do you know what it's like to not trust your own judgment? To meet someone and feel that spark and immediately wonder if you're about to ruin your life again? To watch your younger sister get engaged to a wonderful man while you're still chasing ghosts? To see the pity in your mother's eyes when she asks if you're seeing anyone special? I was starting to believe there was something fundamentally broken in me, something that made me unlovable to good men and irresistible to toxic ones. That night in my car, I hit a wall. Not just heartbroken, not just embarrassed, terrified, because I realized I could see myself doing this at 45, at 50, forever chasing men who would never truly choose me. I started searching differently that night. Not how to attract better men, but why do I feel nothing for nice guys? That search led me somewhere I didn't expect. A forum where women were talking about an app called Liven. I rolled my eyes. Another wellness app, another meditation program promising to fix my love life. But these women weren't talking about meditation. They were talking about something called trauma bonding, about why chaos feels like chemistry, about the science behind attraction to unavailable partners. One woman wrote, I finally understand why healthy love felt boring. My nervous system was addicted to the highs and lows. I took a quiz at 2:12 a.m. The quiz asked questions no other app had asked, not just about my relationships, about my childhood, about how I felt when someone pulled away, about what love felt like in my body. Then it showed me something that made me cry. A breakdown of why women who grew up feeling unseen learn to associate love with longing, with uncertainty, with trying to earn affection. It explained that when you grow up chasing a parent's attention, your brain literally wires itself to feel love only when you're chasing. Stable love doesn't trigger that same response, so it feels like nothing, like something's missing. I wasn't broken, my nervous system was trained, and the only way to change it wasn't more therapy, wasn't more willpower, wasn't more self-help books. It was retraining my nervous system to recognize healthy love as safe, as exciting, as real. Liven's approach was different from anything I'd tried. They called it the microcycle method. 5-minute daily rituals designed to rewire how I responded to triggers in real time. Not talking about my patterns, not journaling about my feelings, actually interrupting the pattern in the moment before my old programming could take over. The app created a personalized 12-week plan based on my specific triggers. I didn't believe it would work, but I was also parked outside a man's apartment at 2 a.m. So clearly, my current approach wasn't working either. Week 2, I noticed something strange. He texted late, the thing that usually sent me spiraling. I felt the familiar panic start to rise, but this time I recognized it, named it, let it pass. I didn't text him 17 times. I didn't drive past his apartment. I just noticed the trigger and chose differently. Week 5, I ended things with him, not dramatically, not after a fight. I simply realized I was done accepting crumbs. And for the first time, walking away didn't feel like losing. It felt like choosing myself. Week 9, I went on a date with a man my old self would have called boring. He texted when he said he would. He was interested in my life. He didn't play games. And for the first time in my life, that felt good. Not boring, not settling, safe, exciting, real. 5 months later, I don't park outside anyone's apartment at 2 a.m. I don't obsessively check my phone. I don't mistake anxiety for attraction. I'm dating someone who shows up consistently, without drama. And it doesn't feel boring anymore. It feels like what I was looking for all along. I think about the women who are still where I was, wondering why they keep choosing wrong, beating themselves up for ignoring red flag, promising that next time will be different. It won't be different. Not until you retrain your nervous system to feel safe with healthy love. That's not a character flaw. flaw. That's not bad judgment. That's neuroscience. And it can be changed. You're not a narcissist magnet. You're not destined to keep repeating this pattern. Your nervous system just learned the wrong definition of love, and Liven can help you relearn it. Science-backed, personalized to your specific triggers. 5 minutes a day. 53,487 women are already on this journey. 83% have successfully reduced the negative impact of their trauma patterns. I don't know if you're reading this at 2 a.m. in your car or in bed, wondering why you can't stop thinking about someone who doesn't deserve your energy. But I know this. Understanding your pattern isn't enough. You need to interrupt it in real time, before your old wiring takes over. Liven gives you that system, the one that actually works. Take the 3-minute quiz. Let the app understand your triggers. See the personalized plan it creates for rewiring how you experience love. The link is in the button below. Those 3 minutes might be the beginning of everything changing.